Today is a really special video. Shout out to Dr. Lindsay. She reached out to me and requested that I make this ultra gentle flow in case you experience any pain in your body, whether it's from arthritis or a recent injury or chronic injury. This Pilates flow is going to be super, super gentle, and I hope that it helps reduce any pain or inflammation that you may be experiencing in your body. I can't guarantee that, but that's truly my hope for you. Let's get started. We'll be on the mat the whole time because I know that, getting up and down from the ground is often one of the harder things to do if you experience pain in your body regularly. So take as much time as you need to come on down to the mat. And I always like to come into what in yoga we call half shavasana, knees to the sky, feet flat. Arms can be by your side, and let your feet be about hip width distance apart. We'll start with those pelvic tilts. So on your inhale, you have some space between your low back and the mat. Can you make it bigger? By kind of lifting up that space away from the mat. On your exhale, do the opposite. Your tailbone is gonna roll toward your heels, and the space between the low back and your mat gets smaller. We'll do that a few more times. On your inhale, draw your navel up to the sky so that that space gets bigger between your low back and the mat. Exhale, you gently roll your tailbone toward your heels. You'll feel your navel kind of draw up and in toward your bottom floating ribs. This for me was a game changer, especially after I had my 3-year-old. I love her, but she kind of took my low back from me. So since childbirth, I'll wake up and just do these if my low back is really sore, and it makes a really big difference. So I hope it does for you too. The other great thing about pelvic tilts is that it kind of will help you find what we call neutral spine in Pilates, which means that it's somewhere in between when we do this big arch and when we do this big flex. Okay, so we'll work on finding that when we move on to the next exercise in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, it's gonna feel different for everybody, but for you, try to find that in between. So you're not arching, you're not flattening your back to the mat, you're just honoring the natural curvature of your spine. I like to bring my arms out to a T for this one. Palms can face up or down. See if you can bring your feet the distance of the mat, maybe even a little wider. Keep your feet wide, and on your inhale, send your knees over to the right. Exhale, bring them back through center, and your knees will come over to the left. This is giving more of a massage to your tailbone and your low back. And I think it's just a great way to start your Pilates practice, getting a little bit more familiar with your torso, your pelvis, and your spine. Usually we just jump right in, with abdominal work or footwork. But this will help you, I hope, feel into the parts of your body that you may experience pain. And just try to find some awareness to it. So we're just here for a few more moments, and then we will get into the work because we're gonna work, Dr. Lindsay did ask for an actual Pilates workout, so we're definitely gonna do that. You'll hold those knees to the center in 3, in 2, and 1. Good, bring those knees to the center. Again, let the feet be hip width distance. Arms will come up and above your head. You take a big, big inhale. On your exhale, lift your arms up. You could do one at a time. Your head, neck, and shoulders stay down, and your arms will come by your hips. You could absolutely stay here the whole time, or if you wanted to, you could gently start to pump your arms. This is what we call the 100. And the purpose of it is to really get your blood circulation going, to get your breath flowing, and to really warm up the entire body. But you have so many options. You could leave one arm down and pump the other one. You could do that hold, you could be here. So just know that you do not have to do anything that maybe causes any pain whatsoever. And this is really pretty modified, but honestly, I can feel my core here, especially if I really think about drawing the navel up and in. If you need more, you could peel your head, neck, and shoulders up and gaze at your thighs. Chin is slightly off of your chest. We're almost there. Last 5, last 4. Here is 3, 2, and 1. Relax all the way down. Good job. We'll move into a little bit more of abdominal work. Let the weight be heavy in your left foot. Big inhale. On your exhale, can you just lift your right leg up? Go as slow as you need to. Take as small of a range of motion as you need to, but try to lift it until your knee is directly over your hip crease. And the exhale, lower it down and you switch. Lift the left leg up just to that reverse tabletop, and then you switch. Modification, you can literally just be here, doing like a tiny march. It's gonna activate your hip flexors a bit. And if you really think about it and draw your navel up and in, you can get into those deep core muscles. Try to stay slow. I was going a little bit faster with the smaller range of motion, but see if you can stay slow. And again, bring the mind-body connection. If you have a little bit more strength, you might want to like draw that knee all the way into your chest, but try not to. Try to use core strength to keep the knee directly above your hip crease. In 5, you'll keep the right leg up. In 3, my hips are wobbly. Try to keep yours stable. You can put your palms on your hips. In 2 and 1, right leg is up. You can point your toes, and on your inhale, try to send that right leg forward. Exhale, rebend the knee over the hip. You got it. Inhale, kick forward. Exhale to bend in. Just a couple more here. So now you're giving a little relief to the hip flexor as you extend the leg, and then you activate the hip flexor as you bend. Last one, and now you leave it bent. We're gonna take little circles with that bent leg. I'm going out as I inhale, exhale down, across and up. And with the leg bent, it's a lot easier to really move from the hip. You could put a palm on your left hip to make sure your pelvis stays stable. We'll do one more this direction and then you switch. Good, now we'll go the other direction. Bring that right knee in, down, across and up. And just know that the range of motion can look like this. It can be so much smaller, or it can be bigger and a lot slower. The point is to get synovial fluid going in your hip joint. You got 3, 2, and 1. Right foot is down. You could kind of straighten that leg and bend it, give it a shake, whatever you need. All right, I'm liking 4 fingers on my hip creases to try to keep the hips stable. Left leg lifts up to reverse tabletop. Level out the weight in your pelvis. Notice if you lean to one side. And on your inhale, extend that left leg and point your toes. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale to extend. And exhale to bend. Just remember what that range of motion can look like. I didn't cue this on the other side, but you can even slide the leg out on the floor. Right? You will hold that knee above your hip to give me 4 circles in 3, 2, and 1. Knee is above your hip. Just take those circles out, down, across and up. You got it. It's out, down, across and up. Couple more and we switch directions. Try to let your front ribs melt like butter toward your spine. Hold it in the center and you will switch directions. They call it scapular stabilization. Try to press your shoulder blades down into the mat. And then this is really full body. You got torso activation, back body activation. You're getting into the quads and the hip flexors. Woo! The obliques will help keep your torso stable. Last 2. And 1. Good. All of that work was so that we could get into the hips. So come on to your side. You could lay all the way down. Make a pillow for your head with your bottom bicep. And we'll get into the clam. Bend your knees, keep your feet connected. And on your exhale, you can lift your knee literally that much, or you can lift it up as far as it wants to go. This is giving you some abduction, a little bit of outer glute work, but you want this bottom oblique to be engaged. So can you lift the underside of your waist off of the mat? I think you can. I think we've done about 4. We'll do 4 more. We'll hold it up in 3, 2, and 1. Just hold it up. And now can you lift the shin up as well? Straighten the leg out and then just lift up a little bit or a lot. If you want to keep it bent as you lift, that works too. Working it. You are getting into that hip joint. You got 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Tap that one out. You come to your other side the best way you can. If it's better for you to just roll over onto the other side and listen to my cues, even if you can't see me, do it. Otherwise, gently press yourself up and come to the opposite side. Lying all the way down, palm in front of your chest, knees in front of your hips, and you give me that clam. On your exhale, gently lift that top leg up. Try to keep your feet connected and inhale lower. Remembering your options with your range of motion. I love this because I just automatically feel like I'm strengthening my glute and also giving love to my hips at the same time. I hope that's how it feels for you too. You will hold it up in 3, in 2, and 1. Hold it up. Remember, you have those options. You can straighten the entire leg out or keep it bent. I'm going to do 4 straight leg lifts, and I'll do 4 bent ones just to demonstrate the options, but you probably know from the other side what worked best for you. I hope that was about 4. And now I'll bend it. Ooh, I get way more range of motion with the bent leg. So there's no right or wrong. There's just what feels good in your body on any given day. Last 2 and 1. All right, nice work. Let's come back to the belly now, actually. We'll come down. And this will just be a way to get into back extension. You can stack your palms and rest your head on top of your palms. Your legs are long and the tops of your feet press down. Try to keep your forehead connected to your palms. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. And now on your inhale, press the tops of your feet down. Press your knees down. Try to lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, activate your back muscles. And if it's better to kind of use your upper body to help you press down, you can do that instead of keeping your forehead connected to your palms. But I think back extension is one of the most underrated exercises. We all need it. Most of us are rounded at the shoulders, from texting, from watching YouTube. So this is a really good way to counter that. You'll hold it up just for a brief hold to really extend through all the muscles in your back in 3, 2, and 1. Just hold it up. If you want to reach the arms forward, you could. If you wanted to lift the legs up, you could. If you wanted to do a little bit of swimming action, you could to the very end. You've worked the front, the side, and now the back of your body. So fight for these last few moments of this 15-minute ultra gentle workout. 3, and 2, keep breathing, and 1. Woo. You can bring those palms by your ribs, roll onto one side and press yourself up to a seat. I really hope that was helpful. One of those where you're on the ground the whole time, you're not getting up and down, a little bit of time just getting to know your body, your hips, and your spine. So I hope that you can maybe do this every day or every other day. I truly hope it also reduces any pain that you may feel in your body. If you liked it, give a like, give a subscribe. If you're up for another video, YouTube thinks you'll like this one next.